to my channel. I started this reading journal at the beginning of January. I'm not coming on to say I haven't done it. I have done it. But I said I was going to do it monthly, and then I've not recorded myself doing it. So you saw me make the introductory page there, and you saw me make this first page but without the book stuck on because I've made it the beginning of January. So beginning of February I came in and I've stuck in the books that I've read, and written down the number of paperbacks, audio books and e-books, ones I've read on Kindle, and then which was my book of the month, and then just a photograph there of me reading. So that I did at the end of, no, beginning of February. This is where I'm getting myself confused, you see. So then I thought, right, let's get the pages ready for February. So I used Traci's collection. Collection was using Hygge, I think that's how you pronounce it. So then this is Over the Moon, and I created these pages, obviously without the books stuck in. But couldn't go any further because I hadn't read. So I thought, right, what I'm going to do today is I'll have a chat to you, stick the books in for February, and then I won't do March's pages. I won't set them up. I will wait until the beginning of April, and then I'll come in at the beginning of April and use March's kit, which is Strong AF, to create March's pages. So it's going to be about a month behind. But I think it'll be better that way because I can complete the whole layout then, rather than just get this little bit done and then have to leave it and come back and put everything else in. So although I said I'm not going to do it, I have got everything printed out. So I've got all my embellishments here. Oh, that's the wrong embellishments. That's from the layout I've just done. I've got my embellishments here for doing the next one. Some 3x4 cards. And I've printed out a couple of the 5x8 papers from that collection. So that will be going, you'll see that spread at the beginning of April. So when I've read my March books, and I can just do the whole thing in a one-er. So for now, I'm going to complete February's because I read 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, 11 books in February. The other thing is, if I do it once I've printed out the book covers, I'll get the shelves in the right place because these are too tall for some of the shelves, so it overlaps and that annoys me a bit. So if I've printed out the books, I can then get my spacing right, and also obviously I need to put another shelf in here. These bits aren't stuck down because I didn't know what space I was going to have left. So from Over the Moon, these embellishments I love, I thought worked really well, and the flowers, and then just to echo those flowers, I've got them up there. This bit was already stuck down, so I just need to work out which ones were paper, audio and ebook, and then my book of the month. So while I'm sticking these ones down, let me tell you about which one was my book of the month. I've got two books of the month actually, and they are, oh, got these around the wrong way, these two, The Knife of Never Letting Go and The Ask and the Answer. Couldn't put them down. They were absolutely brilliant. Oh, and I've just realised if I try and talk and tell you about these while I'm sticking this stuff down, I'm not going to be able to. Right, hold on, let me just stick those down and then I'll tell you a bit more about the books. So I have to put that in there. Bit in there like that, okay, and then the ask and the answer can go there. There is actually another one in the series which I need to read, and I'm waiting for it to come into the library, which is a little annoying because I want to finish the series, but I can't, so I'm reading other books at the moment. But okay, so The Knife of Never Letting Go, which is the Chaos Walking series. Oh, it was this, the settlers on this planet, had been infected with a germ, which is the noise germ. So they can hear everything that the men think, but they can't hear what the women think. And it's following the story of this boy called Todd, who's just approaching manhood, which on this planet is the age of 14. And there are no women in his town at all. He's been told that they've all been killed by the aliens who lived on this planet so there are no women, and he comes across a girl. Now, the girls, or the women, they don't project noise, so they're silent, so he can't hear what she's thinking. And it's following the story of the two of them. She needs to escape, he needs to escape, and it's just, oh, well, talk about... It was one of those books where I got to a point where I had to put the book down because I didn't want to read what was going to happen next, which always gets to me with that. So that was, so it's The Knife of Never Letting Go, The Ask and the Answer, and, ooh, what's the third one called? I can't remember. Have I got it down in my Goodreads? Oh, Goodreads is not coming up. Oh, I know what we can do. I can go into Goodreads, what I've read. They're by Patrick Ness. Hold on. Monsters of Men is the last one, which, as I say, I'm waiting for from the library. Cloud Cuckoo Land, which I read, that was a very strange book. I didn't think I was going to get into that at all, and it's got some very odd reviews on Goodreads. Some people absolutely hate it and completely slate it, and other people really love it. I got a third of the way through the book, and I thought I was going to be one of the people who absolutely hated it, and then all of a sudden it clicked with me, and I loved it, and I really enjoyed it. Quite a heavy read. But at the same time, as I say, I really enjoyed it. Now, am I going to put that on the end of that shelf there, and then the love there? I think I quite like that, actually. So I had a bit of light relief as well, reading the Agatha Christie, The Mysterious Affair at Styles. I got to the age of 57, I'll be 58 this year, and I'd never read an Agatha Christie, so I thought it was about time I read an Agatha Christie, especially as last month I read an autobiography. And although it is of its time, and there are some racist and xenophobic mentions in it, if you can take that, then it is a very good story, and you can see how detective stories have evolved from Agatha Christie's style over the years. Okay, so that's everything on the shelves. I might do a little bit something else down here. This is what I've got left from Over the Moon. I think we might do that little red one. I don't know, it's a bit big. We've got a small red one. That one. Ooh, well, that's sprig. About that sprig there. Oh yes, we'll put that sprig in there. Now with this reading journal that I'm doing, I decided that apart from putting here my book of the month, I'm going to put that down here as well, I'd also do a photograph each month of me reading in a different place. Now, you'd think by looking at that photo, oh, they've obviously had a lovely winter. Becky's sitting out in her arbour. That was about the one afternoon when it wasn't raining, so I took advantage and ran outside and read in the... It was fairly mild, read it out, and it was lovely. I really enjoyed it. But the weather in the UK, well, in England and in Essex where I live, has been atrocious, and it's not raining today, fortunately, or unfortunately, because I'm in doing this. I enjoy scrapbooking, and it's nice actually because it means I can do this voiceover whilst I'm working, because I work in the conservatory, so if the rain's coming down, you cannot hear yourself think. But it's just rain. There's so much rain. The ground is so waterlogged, and I can't wait for it to be dry and sunny again. I don't like winter. I like late spring and summer. I love summer. I'm a summer person. Okay, so now I need to go through and fill these bits in. So I'm going to stop the video for a minute because I've just got to check on Goodreads which one of these were which. By the way, Emily Wild's Encyclopedia of Fairies, listen to that. It was an audiobook, absolutely brilliant, and I've got the second one to listen to. That's going to be my next read, so I can highly recommend that as well. Okay, so hold on a minute. I'm just going to check this, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, so I have looked up, and paperbacks, I read 7 of those, which were The Knife of Never Letting Go, The Ask and the Answer, Fatal Witness, The Queen's Rising, Agatha Christie, Mysterious Ferret Styles, and what's the other one? Undivided. The only audiobook I listened to this month was, where is it? The Encyclopedia of Fairies. Was a very long audiobook. Also, I was quite poorly at the beginning of February, so didn't do much crafting, and so didn't get to listen, because I do most of my listening to audiobooks when I'm doing crafting, and scrapbooking or sewing. So as I didn't really do anything, it took me a while to listen to that one. And then Kindle, I read The Canopy Keepers, very strange book, not quite sure whether I enjoyed it or not. The Guest House by the Sea, which was very light, easy reading, and The Last List of Mabel Beaumont, which was lovely, actually, really enjoyed that. So ebooks, which is Kindles, I read 3 of those. Right, while I had the camera turned off, I also just filled in my book of the month there, because I don't want to be sitting here silently, excuse me, opening my drawer, writing that. And I'll just grab to my gold pen so I can colour in those stars. Both those books were definitely 5 stars. If you haven't read them and you can get hold of them, do recommend them. And that is the end of this video then, because that's what I read in February. We're now into March. It is the 3rd of March today. And as I said, I will do March's pages in April. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick little book review. I'm not very good at talking about books. Perhaps I'll get better as I go along. I'm not very good at writing reviews either, but hopefully you haven't found this too boring. I'm going to have to do a page to go opposite this one. That was using the stamps I had from Syncopation Design. So I need to do a page opposite this one or something. So I'll have a think about that. And then I can do my double page spread for March. So there we are, that's it for now. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.